Hello, my friends. So today's date, July the 13th. This is a birthday reading for you for this year. This is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to keep in balance, and is there some kind of mile marker, signpost, or general awareness of what this is all about? What is this, the energy of this year about for you? So the general energy of this year is the thread. And the thread is all about finding finding your way, finding your path. There's a thread that weaves through everything that you do that is taking you to some kind of soul purpose. And maybe there's a lot of distractions out there, and maybe there's a lot of things that you're willfully doing to keep yourself involved, and maybe the universe is throwing all kinds of different distractions and karmic changes to you and incidences of moving, wanting you to push your will in this way versus that way versus this way versus that way, and you feel like you don't have control of it, and you don't have an understanding of it. Maybe other people are kind of controlling you on some level. But underneath it all, the thread says uh, there is a place that this is taking you to, and it's a sacred place, and it's a place that's going to keep leading you down your path that's already created for you to find. It's calling you home, and to remember and find that place where the thread talks to you about your home is really very important to you this year. And so, what is your challenge? Well, the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands normally is a place of feeling very satisfied with what one has created in one's life, where one has put one's will, where one has willed oneself to go with passion, with inspiration, with courage, with determination. And so the nine is kind of a sense of taking a break and looking at what you achieved and recognizing and celebrating how much you have worked toward. But the challenge in this, I think, is figuring out which one of those nine, or what is the assimilation of those nine into something that really calls for you to do now. You know, you're on some level, you're waiting for a harvest, you're waiting for all of these things that you've done to come into their fullest completion, and you're waiting for your harvest of what you've done through your inspiration and your will and your power and your determination. To manifest. But there's always, I think, with the ones, the want to find the spiritual purpose underneath things, and is there one kind of spiritual push, this sacred push that's calling you, some kind of determination that's calling you to pursue it? And I think your challenge is either a believing that there's one thing that's there, or finding that one thing out of the multitude of things that you are very capable of doing that really compels you. And so there might be some kind of frustration, there might be some kind of anxiety about what to do next, some kind of frustration about what to do next, that really feels like it's part of your whole and part of your intrinsic gift to the world and part of your mission to yourself. So what's the action you need to take? Well, it's Black Panther. And Black Panther is always about, going into the darkness of ourselves, to heal the old wounds, to call out the understandings and the wisdoms that come from those places of shadow. There's something old in you that has really been calling you for a long time. That's what I got from this. Something old in you that's really been calling you for a long time, and it wants you to remember it, and it wants you to go back to those times in your life as a child, as somebody young who is looking at all different kinds of things. And is there something you forgot about? Is there something you misplaced? Is there something that really calls you emotionally that you can tap into now and you can connect with now? And maybe it's going to come to you through meditations. Maybe it's going to come to you through walking in the darkness in the night, reflected by the moon, or in the darkness of no moon, when that senses of are alive and alert and empowered. And if you can sit in that darkness and hear what the Black Panther has to say to you as it growls into your ear as you sit in a sacred circle of safety and completion, see what the Black Panther has to tell you. See what the Black Panther of your soul has to tell you. It's not an evil thing and it's not a bad thing. It's a part of your nature. It's a part of your understanding of yourself. You're connected to that cat energy of knowing the mysteries, sensing the mysteries, touching the mysteries, and being accepting of the intuitions that go along with a great ability to see both in the day and in the night, to see the truth through the shadow, to see the light when there is no light, to find your path when there is no path that's able to be seen. So this is about purely coming to an emotional reckoning within yourself that says, oh, this is where I need to go. Oh, this is the magic road I want to take. Oh, this is a connected thread that's going to weave me from my past to my future. And so what is the overriding card of this time? Well, it's this card, a soul card, comes with no instructions or divinations. What do I see in this card as your kind of message or your energy this year? Well, this is about learning how to dance, remembering how to dance, remembering how to be fluid, remembering how to not be so stuck in your push and your fire that you're just anger, or that you're just rage, or that you're just ambition, or that you're just always pushing, and burning your candles at both ends to have something created. But if you're already a 9, you know a lot about that. But on some part of your level, you still need to be reminded that you need to play, you need to dance, you need to sing, you need to move your body in ways that are not rigid. You need to break open old spaces within your body that will open you up to old possibly wounds and traumas that need to be healed. And maybe that's what this is all about. What's the oldest wounds and traumas that the Black Panther can bring to you that says, why didn't you go after that path? Well, something stood in your way. And was there some kind of trauma in that? And is there some kind of work you can do to forgive yourself, release yourself, open yourself up to a new path that really sparks to you and speaks to you of what you've probably already been doing through most of your life, but you haven't connected it to the one path thread that needs to come to you to lead you down your particular road of divination and authenticity and spirit. So blessed be to this day and this time and this year of great opening and great change, if you allow it, and clear path being shown to you. But you need your intuition. Don't rely just on your analysis and your willpower. Listen to your heart, listen to your emotions, listen to your universal consciousness, and remember that there is a thread that has always been running through this that will always take you home if you allow yourself to follow it. Blessed be.